Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to have all of us here. I think we can actually start now. And while we are on, other participants will join us during the session. We already have on the call our facilitator for today, Sir Paul Akinola, who is a marketing guru with years of experience leading businesses, driving innovative things around business expansion, market penetration, customer retention, everything business and marketing. He's well experienced and vast. He's currently the head of technology at Reliance, meaning he's the head of everything technology and digital from a marketing point of view and digital products for Reliance Health. Also on the call, we have our CEO, who is the brain behind this business, ShapShap. And we also have our COO, who manages everything, operations, every single thing in terms of all the moving parts of the business. We also have our admin lead on the call as well, and myself. I basically manage everything around business growth, which includes business expansion and all of that. I could just quickly give us a brief about ShapShap and why we are having this session, right? So, yeah, so you could go into the chat, you see our CEO, he just dropped a huge message. You could, if you have any questions at any point, you could just drop your questions in chat. There is always someone from the team who can always address your questions. And maybe after the session, we'll go through the questions that you have asked and would also address those questions or concerns that you have. So I was trying to talk about ShapShap, why ShapShap and all of that. So we understand that for businesses, one of the biggest challenges for businesses is really, people go, they set up their businesses, they build every single thing in terms of, the inventory, they get customers, they do all of those things. However, businesses have evolved from brick and mortar where you have to go to a physical store to pick things up. And people have also evolved with that. However, there's a gap between, when people customer make orders or place orders and all of that to delivering those orders. And that's where logistics come into place, right? So we understand a lot of businesses that have built all of that. They've put everything around marketing, they're generating orders and all of that. But to fulfill those orders now become a challenge, right? And ShapShap, we have been able to design a solution that, when I say a solution, I mean like a full solution. It's not just an app, right? We looked into all the problems, all the challenges within that space, and we said, oh, some people, they need to, they already have an e-commerce platform where people go onto their site, people are making orders, but when they make those orders, then they now start have to looking for delivery partners or delivery companies to fulfill those orders. We have a solution for that. It's a simple API plug and play to your e-commerce platform, and all you need to do is all your orders go through the e-commerce platform. ShapShap would pick up the orders. That's what I mean by pick up the orders. They will process the orders and deliver those orders, those items to your customers. You don't have any problem about that. If you already have like a website, but you do not have like an e-commerce platform, right, or like a marketplace, so to speak, you don't have the marketplace, and you also do not have the, what they call it, you don't have the delivery agents or delivery partners, right? We can also build that for you, right? In fact, we have built that for you, right? So all you need to do is you can drop a chat or reach out to us. You can drop a chat right now. Once you drop a chat, someone can reach out to you and follow up with you. But we have that solution already built where all your orders that you are generating, that usually maybe it's a phone call or a text message or LinkedIn orders and Instagram orders or whatever, you can have an e-commerce platform that would handle all of that for you. and delivery partners, which is also ShapShap, that would pick up those orders that are processed from the marketplace platform for you, right, which is the e-commerce platform, and we pick up the orders, we process the orders, and we deliver all of them to your customers, right? And you have the general, you have items you want to send to your family, you have small businesses, you have your own small businesses that you are doing, whatever it is. So that's essentially like a summary of what we do at ShapShap. We manage every single problem about logistics. We have the assets in terms of the rider, in terms of the bikes and all of that. We have riders that we've properly trained, and every single thing, all the hassle about e-commerce, about deliveries, every problem you have, we solve all of those problems for you. And that's just a short summary about what ShapShap essentially does. In the absence of having gone through just introducing you a little bit into what we do at ShapShap, yes, I need to mention that we cover the entire of Lagos State, and we also cover the entire of Abuja. And we are looking into expanding our operations across the whole of Nigeria, just in case your businesses are beyond Lagos State and Abuja. So today we'll be talking about marketing, right? We'll be talking about, you've set up your business, you've put in every single thing you need to do to, in terms of your physical store, or you have an online store, whatever, but how do you attract customers? And when you attract customers, how do you keep your customers, right? And on that, we have Sapo Akinola on the call. Like I mentioned earlier, he's a digital marketing, he's a marketing guru, he's a business guru, he's not just a digital marketing guru. He's worked in a couple of organizations, from furniture businesses to fintech businesses. He has a lot of experience, and currently in the health business. And I mean, he's in a better position to introduce himself and tell us a lot more. But he's been driving marketing for many years in the industry, and I'll be passing the mic over to him now. Sapo, over to you. You may want to do a bit of introduction, and just run us through today's topic. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Enoch. Thank you, everyone. And I'm so glad to be here to share with entrepreneurs, great minds. And I hope that this is going to be a very interactive time. I'm not a bundle of all knowledge, but like Enoch said, I've had a fair share of going around different industries. I've been involved in retail, furnishing retail. I've been involved in fashion. I've been involved in agriculture. I've been involved in fintech. I'm now in edtech. And in all these, one thing I kept doing is marketing. I believe marketing is so important. You just don't know what you have until somebody wants to get it from you. So today, I believe I'm talking to a lot of people who are very smart, who are running their businesses. And I would like to share my screen, please. Enoch, if you can give me the permission to share my screen. I have a few slides that I want us to go through. I don't know if our bandwidth will allow me to go on video, but if I can just share my screen, that would be okay, because sometimes video might take a lot of our screen, our bandwidth. All right, so please let me know when you can see my screen.
Yes, I can see your screen. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. So without much ado, let me just jump into it. I've been involved in several industries, like I said, at several verticals. And one thing that you just know is no business survives without having customers. You can't survive. You're not in business, actually, if you don't have customers. So even while I own a furniture company myself, and we pride ourselves to be the largest network of furniture company in Nigeria at that point, possible and affordable solutions. You can check us up on Facebook, though I've shut it down some years ago. While I run that, and to the heights, I mean, the most possible height you can have, we have the highest network of furniture outfits in Nigeria. Then one thing I found out is you have nothing when you don't have customers. So today I will be sharing from my experience. And like I said, I want it to be very interactive. what is it about getting customers, and how do you get them and keep them? Now, I want to say this very quickly, that the chat is open. Please ask questions. We're not that many. If you want to stop me, please go ahead, stop me, raise your hand. I think I should be able to know if somebody raised hand from here. Yes. Okay. If I don't, I know Enoch is around to see that. So in the next 30 minutes, let me just take us through what I think it is about getting customer. I will be focusing on what are you selling? Like I said, it's going to be interactive. So I have 3 questions, then I'm going to be providing 1 answer. So most of it is basically going to be you thinking or you responding to me. Then who needs what you sell? Where are your customers? Then reach your customers and keep them. So those are the 4 things that we're going to be looking at very quickly. The first question is, what are you selling? I know we're not that many in here, but as much as we can interact with ourselves, please, if you can, in the chat, please just let me know what you're selling. What do you think you're selling? It's a very important question. It's going to help us to think well and help us to be able to put things in context as I go through the whole of the other maybe 6 slides that we're going to take in the next 30 minutes. So please just answer in the chat. What do you think you're selling? We sell value. Okay, Enoch, you're very smart. Thank you. I know you have a good understanding of what I'm talking about when I ask that question. Now, I asked the question. I don't know why others are not typing, but it's okay. They feel I'm trying to catch them. Actually, I'm trying to catch you. That's the truth. So in almost all the industries I've worked and all the companies I've had to work with, we've had to tweak a little what they say they're selling. And there's a reason for it. Most people don't understand what they're selling. And now ask yourself, if you don't know what you're selling, how do you sell? You don't even know what you're selling. So you ask yourself, why is Paul asking, what are you selling? I know what I'm selling. I'm selling clothes. I'm selling chair. I'm selling laptop. I'm selling phones. That's not what you're selling. That's the commodity that's left your hand to the other people, but people did not wake up in the morning to come to buy those commodity from you. They have a problem. It is the solution to that problem that they're trying to buy. I'll give you 2-3 examples and I will jump out of this so that we can have time for questions, because I know I want to see if I can change your paradigm a little so that you understand that marketing just goes beyond, I have a product and I'm selling that product. Let me give you an example of while I was making and selling furniture to people. Now, I asked my customer service heads, and we had like 5 locations in Nigeria then, and I asked them, what are we selling? You know, it's a stupid question. I mean, I understand. But you realize that their answer was actually more stupid than the question. The answer was, we're selling furniture. And that is stupid. We're not selling furniture. Because nobody wake up and said, I want furniture. No. What do people want? They want something to sit on. Watch this. They want something to sit on. They want something where, they want a place where the family can gather together and eat. That sounds like a dining table. But who says you can only eat on a dining table? So people don't wake up to say, I want to buy a dining table. No, they wake up to say, we need to have a better place where we sit as a family to eat. So I can present another kind of furniture to them, not dining table. So if I think I'm selling dining table and I keep putting dining table in front of people, some people may not like my dining table because that is not what they have in mind for a place where they will eat. Now, somebody asked the owner of KFC many years ago that, what business are you doing? What are you selling? And it was like, the guy said, I'm not in food business. And you ask yourself now, if you ask him now and he says it's not into food business, you say no. He said he was into real estate. And you just ask yourself, why would such a man say such a thing? Was he confused? No, he understands what he's doing. The value people get from you is what you're selling. People don't come to buy chair. They come to buy comfort. They come to buy belonging. Because somebody can put white plastic in the sitting room and sit down. It's a chair. but you want to belong to a class of people. You want to buy comfort. There's a kind of chair you want to have. You want to buy belonging. You want people to come and say, oh, delivery room is beautiful. That's why they come to buy furniture from us. They don't buy furniture because they need a chair. They can get a plastic chair. They can get a stool. They can get a bench. So chair, if we focus on selling chair as a furniture maker, we will lose a lot of customers. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So if you look at the left from the screen, I have pain there. What pain do the people that you're talking to have? Do you have the pain removal? Then if you look to the right, what are they trying to gain? Do you have a gain creator? If you can have these two, pain remover or gain creator, you are going to be able to produce a product. Now, in your packaging of the product, what are you selling? The benefit is what people buy. Let me give you an example. This will help. If I go to a pharmacy store and I say, I'm having headache, I need a drug, I will not, and I'm sure almost all of us here will not go to a pharmacy store and say, I need tetra also chlorofluorate 7. Nobody cares. What is inside the drug? All I care about is this drug. Once I take it, I will be fine. I have a pain, I need a pain remover, or I want a gain and I want something to create the gain for me. I want a car, not because I need to move from one point to another alone. I want to also belong to a class. Your car likely determine the class, especially with us in Nigeria. So many things that you have to consider. So first thing is get what you're selling right. If you want to get customers, if you don't get it right, you won't get the customers because you confuse them. You don't know what you're selling because you can't actually explain what you're selling. So I wrote in the middle of this slide that you want to understand your packaging, the benefit, the name, the look, and the feel. All right, let's go to the next slide. Who needs this thing that you're selling, this value you are giving? Who needs it? I want you to understand that what business people like us want is we want to earn money. That's why we're in business. Now, money moves in the opposite direction of value. I want you to note that. Money moves in the opposite direction of value. So if you can get your value right, you can get what you're selling right, money will come to you because money is an exchange for value. All right. Who needs this? Who needs what you're selling? You need to find out who these people are. Let me go back to that slide and dwell a little on it. You need to create an avatar. You need to ask yourself, I am selling furniture. Who needs furniture? I am selling phones. Who need phones? And please, may I ask that you don't generalize if you want customers. Somebody may be selling water. I intentionally use the water example because I know in your mind, you've told yourself, oh, whatever I'm selling, a lot of people need it. Everybody, we are in a business that everybody needs. No. I don't know, but that is wrong. That is wrong. You need to find who these people are that need your product. You need to segment. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a big word when you say segmentation. So let me break it down. I am selling water. Everybody needs water. That's true, but that's not true. Because not everybody needs the kind of water that I am selling. Okay, maybe they need that type of water, but not everybody can afford that type of water that I'm selling. Okay, maybe they can afford it, but that is not the way they want it packaged for them to be able to take that water. Okay, maybe the packaging is right, but maybe this is not the time that they need that water. So you get what I'm saying now? If you can get me, please, can I have a yes in the comments, in the chat, please? I want to be sure that you're following what I'm saying. I'm talking about getting customers. Thank you, Rukayat. I'm happy that somebody, yeah, thank you, Enoch. Good. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Now, you don't just say everybody, I'm selling to everybody. If you say that, Now, let me tell you this. I've worked with companies that spend 5 digits in dollars monthly on marketing. So when I say you need to segment, I know what I'm saying. 5 digits per month in marketing. And that money can be wasted if you don't understand what I've just said. Because people may want what you are selling, but they don't want it the way you are packaging it, especially when we produce things in Nigeria, our packaging can be interesting. So you want to watch that. How do these customers want it packaged? So many things. Who needs your product? Let me quickly go to the next slide. Where are these buyers? Where are they? Now, you want to get customers. This is crucial. This is crucial. Where are these buyers? Now, when I ask where, it's not just about their location alone. Yeah, location is important, and I want to tell you it's very important, because if you market in a location where okay, how can I describe this now? Okay, good. You want to sell boots, and you went to Sahara Desert to sell it. I mean, likely your customers are not going to be there. They don't have need for it. So when you know the people, you want to know where they are. Now, when I say where, let me help you a little by letting you making you understand that when I say where, I'm talking about where are they presently? What are the alternatives they are using now? When I was using the furniture analogy, I talked about white plastic seats. Okay, I could put white plastic seats in my house. That's an alternative. That's where my customers are. That's where my buyers are now. If I want to sell to people, I want to look for people who bought white plastic seats, like 6 in the last maybe 1 month. They need something. They need me, but they didn't get to me, so they got an alternative to replace me. You want to sell something, you want to find where your alternatives are, where the buyer's alternative. You want to sell laptop, you want to find, you're selling Dell, you want to find somebody that bought Toshiba. Why did they buy Toshiba? You want to find somebody who bought Toshiba a year ago, or you want to find somebody who bought a brand that may not last more than a year. So where are your buyers? They're also with your direct competition. Now, we have all different levels of competition. You know, when I asked my people to analyze who our competitions are when we were dealing with furniture, they quickly mentioned other people who have the same a brand that is very much like our own, and they won't think of people who sell white plastic. They won't think of people who sell mats because you're selling bed. You think people who sell mats are not your competitor. You're joking. If you're into transport business, you said, who are your competitors? Because you are I don't know the name of these transport companies again. Because you have one transport company, you look for all the other people who run the same type of transport company. You forgot that the airlines are also your competitors. Because people will choose something different from you. Then number 3, you want to also remember very strongly that we are in post-COVID life, or in a world where COVID has affected everything. And people now buy so much. I don't want to take your time going into statistics. How many people are now buying online? Now, I always say this. I've said it in many presentations, and I love it when I say it because it's the truth. If you are not online, you are out of line. Because if you want to sell in this age, I want you to know that your buyers are also online. In Nigeria, I think the last time I checked on Facebook with the back end, we have over 15 million Nigerians. Likely your buyer is among that. One of your buyers is among that number. Many of your buyers are among that number. So you ask yourself, so what are you doing? How can you reach these people? A lot of people take decisions on their phones. Now, more people go to stores. They go to stores now to check. They go to stores now. Thank you, Enoch, for repeating that word. If you're not online, then you're offline. Yeah, I love that. You're out of line, totally. You're offline. You're out. You're out of the competition. You're not even part of the. You're not part of the people if you're not online. You're not. you're winking in the dark. No, because people come even to stores to buy things with their phone in their hand. And if you're smart enough, if you're selling items and people come into your shop, when they have their phone in their hand, go to their back, check what they're looking at in their phone. You'll be shocked that they are in your store, but shopping in your competitor's store online. So who is losing? Find where your customers are, find where your buyers are. Then importantly, you want to also find the clusters where your buyers are. Where are your buyers? Find the clusters. What do they do for recreation? Where do they meet? What group are they on Facebook? What fellowship they are in? When I say fellowship, I'm not talking about church alone. What community have they formed around themselves? What kind of newspaper do they read? What social media do they gather in? If you're selling to CEOs, you're selling to business owners, and you said TikTok is the best place for you to market. Excuse me, you just left the market. So you want to find out all that, because we're talking about you buying customers. How do you get them? You need to know where they are. If you don't know where they are, you're just going to, I've seen a lot of CEOs, CEOs burning money on marketing and with very little results. And it's painful because that same money, that same budget, even if your advert is just on Facebook, you're just doing little advert, my concern is always that same budget could have given you something better if you understand where your buyers are. All right, let's go to the next slide. This is very important. Now we've talked about your buyers. We've talked about your competition a little. We've talked about the thing you're selling. I want to talk about you. I want to talk about you. I started with you, and I want to come back to you now. Don't just exist. Don't just be among the number. Don't just sell. I try my best. I know we may not all have that strength, but to some extent, we love to be. I try my best not to just be among the number. While I run a company as an entrepreneur, I try my best to be in the topmost top. As a 2016, I won the award of the Young Entrepreneur of the Year in Nigeria. I try not to just be among the number. I try to be among the topmost percentile. Now, do you know why I'm saying this? Because if you tell yourself, oh, all this might be difficult, I may not be able to know all these things. They're not difficult. I think I've broken it down to the simplest. I don't know if there's a better way to say that I'm saying them now, because I know I'm talking to entrepreneurs. You may not be marketing experts. You may not be marketing specialists like myself, but you are in business, and there is nothing like being in business and not being in marketing. I always tell my staff, being in any part of the company is being a marketer. You're in marketing. So don't just exist. Don't just exist. Be seen. There are so many people. You see, this is not a period to just exist. That anyway, I'm just selling furniture.
I don't know. I just saw a link or someone.
Can you please mute yourself, please? Thank you. All right. So be seen, be visible. Don't say I am selling. You know, in those days they said if the product is good, it will sell itself. Sorry, we just exit those days. There's nothing like that again. If you have good quality and you are not seen, you'll be shocked that what you're selling in your neighborhood, you have a better product, but your neighbor will go to a far place to go and buy a bad product because he doesn't know you have it. One of my mentors online said something that is very interesting. He said, the person who spent the most sells the most. Now, that is when you know how to spend anyway, because you can spend a lot and not sell a lot. So you want to be visible. People have short attention span these days. People don't talk to you or remember you when they need the product if you have not been consistently before them. I want you to remember that. Let me repeat it. People don't buy from you when they need what you're selling if you have not been consistently been before them. Let me give you an example. When you're thirsty, and you want to take a drink, what comes to your mind first? Please, let's have that in the comment section. In the chats. I'm used to saying comment section, don't mind me. In the chat, please, what comes to your mind when you want to take a drink? Maybe not water, but when you want to take a drink, what comes to your mind first? Coke. I like that, Rukayat, because that's where I'm actually going. Fanta, good. I'm happy to see this. Now, do you know why it is? Because these guys advert. Now you said, but Coca-Cola sell a lot. Why are they still doing advertisement? Yeah, they sell a lot, but they know they will soon get out if they don't remain before you. If you forget them, how many of you remember Limca? Limca was doing well. All of a sudden they disappeared. When they disappeared, we did not remember them. We went to something else that was available, that was visible. So I'm talking about visibility here. If you're not visible, you'll be forgotten. So you want to be the best in your business. You don't want to just exist. You need to be visible. You need to be seen. That's why I'm asking, where is your customer? Oh, sorry, Microsoft Innovative Educator, sorry. I'm sure this is being recorded. You might be able to see the recording after. I don't know, Enoch will advise us on that after now. So you need to be seen. Now, being seen is one thing, then being known is another thing. When you are known, that means you're synonymous to something. Let me tell you something like when I was growing up, when we talked about toothpaste, do you know what we call toothpaste? Maclean. We said, do you have Maclean? We are not really talking about the Maclean product. We're talking about close-up. But because Maclean is known, so everybody that wants to talk about toothpaste, talk about Maclean. Indeed, it was difficult for me to understand that paracetamol is not the name of a brand. I thought that was the name because that's all we buy. Paracetamol. You imagine people, they go to shop, they want to buy another kind of drink, but they say, give me Coke, as long as it's black. It's known. So you want to be known. Don't just exist, be known. You want to be in the lips of people. I mean, if you want to fly in Nigeria, I think the most popular airline in Nigeria is Aero. I think so. I don't know. It might have changed. So you see people take brands and make it industry when the brands are known in the industry. So you want to be that person. And how you do this is you have to be seen. You have to consistently be seen, and you have to be recognized as the leader in the industry. Let me go to the third one. You need to be relevant. Now, it's one thing for you to be seen and be known, but it's another thing for you to be known for being relevant before. So if you want to get your customers and keep them, you need to consistently be relevant to them. That means if you are the type that sells native trouser, I mean, maybe in the 50s in Nigeria, everybody wear natives. And then fashion changed. People start wearing sharp pens and all that. You say, no, I'm known for those old type of native and I want to remain there. Now, this is funny for some of us, you will laugh, but it is the same principle for those of us who have been so popular selling things, or you have a store, a local store, and you say, no, I'm known for being having this store. I can't go online. That's the same thing. It's the same principle. You're not flexible enough to remain relevant. You need to be relevant. People will buy from you if they find out that you're relevant. And this also has to do with relevant communication. When you're seen, you're known, and you're relevant. Let me give you an example. This may be a little high for you, but you will be able to get the wisdom I'm talking about. This became a lawsuit in America some years back. A company was trying to use what we call predictive analytics. Now, predictive analytics may not be something you want to do. It's a little, I don't know your budget, I don't know your businesses. I know there are a lot of great businesses here, but some corporations use predictive analytics, and I will explain it as I tell you this story. Now, the company wants, they sell a lot of things in their store. It's a supermarket. Let me use that word. That would be something that's closer to our mind. It's a supermarket, and they sell a lot of things. And then they brought in this marketing specialist who is a predictive analytics specialist. to help them to sell more. And the guy said, okay, you want to sell more. This is the process. What part of people do you want to sell more to? They say, okay, there's a competition store that opened not far away that is taking away women from them. Remember, you have to define who your audience is by the value you're giving. I'm just trying to bring the summary of everything that I've said in this 30 minutes presentation. So who are these women you're talking about? They're women who are in their productive year. They give birth to children. So the predictive analytics started. And then what they did was everything you buy in the store, because they give you a receipt, they take note of it. So they set the model in that their products women buy, immediately they get pregnant. So that triggers something in the system to let them know that this woman is likely in the first trimester. So they, am I going to use this one? They project, that's the easier one. They project from that point to try to calculate what time that woman is going to deliver. So they send newsletters to their customers. Once you buy from them, they collect your email, they collect your house address, they send you physical newsletter and emails. So they keep sending it to them, start talking to them about preparing for baby. Now, the woman did not say she's pregnant, but by predictive analytics, by the model, they know that if you buy this, this, and this with this, then next week you buy this, then next month you buy this, you cannot but be pregnant. So what really happened was they were able to do this and it was working for them. How was it working for them? Women that now want to deliver, they spend a lot of money just before their last trimester buying children's things. So the newsletter you will receive at that time show more of children's things that you want to buy. So you have to go to their store to buy it because they are not putting them on discount for you. They'll give you a code that if you come, this thing is $700, but for you it's $300. Whoa. So you see a lot of women comes in there to buy children things, but it went wrong. This is where data privacy and marketing have issues. It went wrong in that a child was pregnant who is still under the parent and the parent did not know. But by the things she was buying, they knew the child was pregnant. So they sent the catalog the first time to the child. It was the father that received it. She was like, why are they selling pregnant things to my daughter? The second time they sent it, the third time they sent it. So the man came to the store and the store manager was arguing that the person they sent it to is pregnant. And the man was mad, went make questions and they find out that the daughter was pregnant. Now, it was more mad at this time because how did the store know that the daughter is pregnant and he doesn't know? So it became a data issue. What I'm trying to say is you have to be relevant all along the line. You need to know that when I come to, let me give you a more physical example or a more relatable example. You need to know that when I come to your store to buy a living room chair, there's likelihood I will need a coffee table or a center table or a gadget console. You need to be relevant. You need to be able to understand the customer journey. I'm trying to avoid using that word since, but I think there's no way because it might look like marketing specialist words. You need to understand your customer's journey. You need to understand that if I am buying a set of chairs, there's likelihood that if I didn't give you the color of the former chairs that I'm moving into a new house, and if I need new set of chairs, I might need new set of beds. I might need dining. So you need to be relevant all along. You don't want to sell, for me, a student's account in your bank. I mean, what am I going to do with it? You don't want to sell things that are not relevant to me. Then the last thing is just be the one. Don't see yourself as one of the people. Be the one. Try to be the one. Behave as if all other businesses are not existing. Be the one. Let people copy you. I don't know. I can't go deeper into that because of my time, but please try and be the one. Be the leading person in your industry. Let me quickly go to this. Reaching your target market. This is much. I didn't know this is much, but let me just quickly run through this. The first thing you want to do. Now, a lot of us, we destroy our marketing from this point of view. Now I'm talking about getting your customers now. We destroy it from this point of view. We market on social media, and then the advert we're running is just to buy. Nobody buys from you when they don't know you. Don't forget, I said one of the things you want to do is that you want to be known. They don't know you. So how would they buy from you? It's like meeting a girl for the first time and say, marry me. The best you can get is a slap. So you need to start with awareness. Whatever method you're going to use, I'm not going to go into the method. I can make this slide available. Enoch will give it to all of us that are present here. So you want to create awareness. You want people to know that you are there. When you open a new shop, you tell people around you, I'm doing this, I'm selling this. That's the same way online. If you're going to go online, and I don't know why you're not online. If you're not online, you're offline. You need to engage people. You need to talk to people. Conversational selling is much better than any other kind of selling. Let me give you an example. If you go to a doctor and you tell the doctor, I have headache. The doctor will not say, oh, you have headache, go and take Panadol. No, they're going to engage you in a conversation. It's going to be consultative. They're going to say, when did it start? Did you also vomit? Do you have stomach ache? Is your nail paining you? If your answer is yes, 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 I hope it is not. They're going to ask you, is anybody in your family having the same kind of pain before? See, they keep asking you all those questions. Then at the end of the day, sometimes they don't even tell you what your problem is. But they just write a long list of something that you cannot read and give you a paper to the pharmacy. Now, what they do is that, and then you tell them thank you. Don't forget, you always tell them thank you. That is the power of consultative selling. If you come online to sell, or you want to reach your target market, and all you want to do is just buy laptop. I'm selling laptop, buy laptop. You see, because you are selling product and not value, people won't buy from you. So people get frustrated. Say, but I don't know why Paul said Facebook marketing is working. I've been spending money and nobody's buying. Hey, they won't buy. There's a reason they call it social media. The social came before the media itself. So you want to be social. You want to talk. It's all about conversation. You want to engage people. You want to ask questions. Indeed, let me tell you this. Whatever you're selling, the best way to sell is question. Question is one thing that will never go out of fashion. Then if you're selling services, you want to talk about case studies. Proof of concept is something you want to let people know that you display your capacity. Can I do it? Yes, I can do it. Testimonials, I've done it for so and so and so and so. This person was in your position. Now, how do you know my position if you were not talking to me? I've had people come into my store. While I ran a furnishing company, I was still the best marketer for my company. Not because I was the owner, not because I was the CEO, but because I understand these principles I'm telling you. I had a couple came into my office in Lagos then, and I did this all over the country, Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Uyo, Ibadan. I did the same thing and it worked. So I'm sure it works. Now, I had a couple came into my office in Lagos, husband and wife, and they were coming to buy side stool, 25,000 naira stool. That's what they came to buy. And the husband and the wife came in, and I realized that the wife was more outgoing. The husband is pulled back. And when a man and a woman come into the store like that, there's likelihood that the person that is more outgoing is not the one paying. I mean, if you are in my shoes, you understand what I'm saying. So I looked at that psychology. Then I went to meet the woman, and I told the man, please go and sit down. Let me and your wife go around the shop. And the woman was like, hey, thank you very much. Don't mind him. He doesn't want to spend money. Now, we just started consultative selling. She has just sold, she has bought market. So I asked her, oh, you just need stool. Don't you need any other furniture? Did you just move into the house? She said, yes. Excuse me, they left me with a 450,000 naira check. Why? Because I kept the woman talking. I asked questions. Oh, will you love this? If you buy this, this will go with it. Oh, did you have this? Will you keep people talking? If you keep people talking, you keep making money. All right, so let me jump quickly to my, I think this should be the second to the last slide, competitive advantage. Now, one of the competitive advantage I'm going to drum here is what ShapShap is doing. You don't want to do everything by yourself. You want to get things running quickly. One of the things you can do to beat any competition you have is that you can deliver faster and you can do things better. You can do it cheaper. You can do more. You can do it easier. Give people things with all this competitive advantage. Use ShapShap to deliver. Make it fast. When I order something from you today and I get it quickly, you will remain in my head. I will know you for quick delivery. You see where what I first talked about is coming in now. I will know you as somebody. Anyway, make sure that the product you are delivering is good, because if you quickly deliver a bad product, I will hate you for it. So I believe you have your product in place. You understand what your values are. You understand what you're selling. Then put in competitive advantage. Take advantage of what ShapShap is offering. Delivery, fulfillment, and even APIs for you to connect your online stores. I mean, you can't beat that. So you sell, just set your marketing on automation, and then ShapShap handle your fulfillment. So all you need to do is to focus on your product and make sure that you have enough in stock. All right. So your homework, before I allow you to ask questions, please note this homework: 5 competitor stores, write them, 5 alternatives. Not your direct competitors may not be alternatives. Then benchmark your process to sales. What are your process? What are the process of these people? Look at what is missing in your process. List 5 pain you remove. If you can do this, you will help yourself. List 5 gains of using your product, not what your product is, but the 5 gains of using your product. Then what is your USP? I've given you one USP. What ShapShap is doing could be your USP. You deliver quick, because now USP mustn't be what you own. Like the ShapShap USP now, I deliver quickly, not because you have a lot of bikes that deliver for you, but because you can climb on somebody else's capacity in business. Then create your marketing material using this list, and then you get your customer. Thank you very much. And I'll be open for questions now.
Super awesome, super awesome. It was knowledge packed. Thank you very much, Sir Paul, for this amazing session. I don't even know where to start from. It's super. I love some of what you said, especially around, if you're not online, then you are out of line. It's really critical. There are a lot of people still run brick and mortar store, and they don't understand that the dynamics of business have actually changed. I also love what you said, about just leveraging other people's capacity. I also love what you said about being in front of people. I mean, if you're running a business, no matter how good your product is, no matter how you think your business is relevant, you have to be in the front of people, right? And that is actually really leveraging marketing. If not, like you said, Sapo, people will go to your competition and they would use your competition. Very wonderful session. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please, you could just unmute your mic and go straight to asking your questions. Questions, anyone? Okay, while we are ruminating about our questions, I just want to quickly share something I saw recently, and this speaks to most of what you said. So recently, as in being where your customers are, like where are your customers? So recently, I'm following this Instagram vendors and all of that, and somebody complained recently that she had got an Instagram influencer, right? And the Instagram influencer did all the things he did, collected her money and all of that, and eventually it didn't translate to money. Like, it didn't translate to sales, and she was crying, she was bitter and everything. And some other digital marketing guru came online and said, see, you need to put your product where your customers are. Yes, your product and everything, but when they need your product, where would they see your product, right? So if she had created some sort of platform, because she was just selling off directly from Instagram. So if she had created some sort of automation, like Sir Paul had already mentioned, some sort of digital marketing automation, and there's a link to, there's an integration to like a ShapShap, right? Where people can just quickly, when they need that product, they can go make an order for that product, payment is processed through that platform, their own platform, or they can use the ShapShap platform, which is our API, our SAS marketplace that we offer, right? So you just do that, and the delivery is done by ShapShap. You don't even need any, no stress, right? But the problem was she had used some sort of Instagram influencer. The Instagram did the social media influencer did whatever she wanted to do to help her promote. But the final part of making orders and fulfilling orders was missing. And that was just like, a lot of people do that. And that place, anyway, you could also do is to go to physical stores, put your products on in physical stores, right? Like it just tried like the rest of it, right? For business, for entrepreneurs or business owners, you could always put your products in physical stores as well. But one thing that always works is everybody's online right now, right? And just make sure that there is a channel, there is a full process for you to be able to process your orders. Like people can come book orders are processed on that platform. Delivery agents can come to your location, pick up those orders, and make the delivery happen. Okay, I just wanted to get that out in terms of aligned to what Sir Paul had already explained. Any questions, please? We are waiting for your questions. It's a quiet.
Yeah, it said that.
No questions?
It said that what I said was very well understood, or nobody understood what I said. So if it's always two. It said that you got everything in or you got nothing. So please, if there's anything maybe you want me to elaborate on, please ask. I'll be glad to answer.
Even if it's not a question, maybe any of the points that Sir Paul had mentioned or touched on, and you want a bit more information or clarity on that.
Hello, good afternoon, Mr. Akinola. Thank you for the session. It was inspiring. Well, I'm Olumide. I also work with ShapShap, the head of business development. It was catchy when you have to mention that you talk about benefit. I mean, people want addition, people want value, you know, the interest. What are you offering different? And I resonate with that really, and that has been part of what we've been trying to use to pitch people. And another thing that got me interested is the face. You talk about the face, it's more like the brand. You put, people know you already. Even when they close their eye, they are sleeping. They're thinking of Coke. They know that black thing. They don't even want to know where it comes from. People don't even, it's shocking for you to mention about paracetamol. Truly, it's a pain reliever, but people think it's the paracetamol, which is, those are the catchy thing that, I got here. And I must say thank you so much.
Hello, good afternoon. Can anyone hear me?
Hi, Muna, we can hear you. Go ahead, please. Thank you, Olumide, for your input.
Sorry, my name is Ruki, but I was using my phone for my daughter's lesson, so I changed it. I forgot to change it back. Okay, sorry, I came in late. Thank you for everything, but I wanted to find out if it's possible to get the slides because I didn't really get everything because I came in late. But I heard something about ShapShap having a platform where vendors can. I didn't really get that part. Is it like you can order from there and it's a ShapShap platform and it can also take it's not just for deliveries, like your products are there. And then when someone clicks on it, it can be delivered via ShapShap. I don't know if I got that right.
Yeah, thank you very much. So what we're saying here is if you already have like an e-commerce platform where you generate orders, right? Like you like a Jumia platform, right? But without the delivery part of the platform, right? Or you already have even the delivery part of it, but you don't have enough riders or enough dispatch riders to deliver your items, right? We have what we call the API platform where it will integrate our delivery part of the solution to your platform, right? But for other people, maybe who sell off Instagram and things like that, or they sell generally, right? But they do not have like an e-commerce platform, right? Maybe you sell offline and all of that. So we have what we call the SAS, which is really for we have examples of what they call them eateries, right? Who do not currently have like an e-commerce platform, like a marketplace platform where they can exactly. So we already have that solution where we'll brand it to your own logo, your colors, everything that represents your brand. We'll brand it that way. Do you get that? And you can now put your items and everything on it. Then people will be able to download the app, right? And be able to use the app to make orders, right? Additionally, you can also, that would also be connected to all our delivery guys, our delivery agents. And once the orders are booked, processed, you get your money because there's a wallet and everything. You get your money, the delivery guys would also be able to pick the orders from you because the customer has already paid for the orders, right? So we'll be able to come pick the orders from you or the items from you and deliver the items to your customers.
Oh, okay, interesting. I would like to get more info on that later. Thank you so much.
Sure. I'll follow up with you and we can have a conversation later. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any other question?
Hello, you didn't answer the question about if the slide will be available.
Oh, yes. Sorry. So yes, all slides, the slides would be available.
All right, thank you.
Yes, and the recording would also be available. You can check our YouTube. Everybody that is registered would get an email, for the slides and also the YouTube page for this recording. Awesome. Any other questions before I allow our CEO to give the closing address? Hello, questions, concerns, anything, more information? Okay, yeah, we've come to the end of this session. But before we close, I would want our CEO to give one or two notes. Hello, Mr. Khalil. Okay. Sir Otman, would you want to give us a closing note, please? Hello, Mr. Otman. Are you there? Okay, I think they're both in places where they can't speak right now, but that's fine. I just want to say, wait, hold on. I think I have some chats. Let me look at those chats before we end. Create a direct link for intention. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, Prince MK Minor, for your comments. Yes, we are focused on building businesses from the grassroots, supporting entrepreneurs and businesses essentially. But thank you very much for your observation and for your comments. Thank you everyone for attending today's session. It's a pleasure to meet with all of you and to be able to share some of our solutions with you. It's also amazing. It was also a pleasure to have Sir Akinola on this call to
this Mox guy.
Can you mute, please?
You know this Mox guy.
Mr. King, can you mute?
If people are doing this thing, do it here.
Sorry, it's a pleasure to have everybody. It's also a pleasure to have Sir Paul Akinola to deliver this session. Please note that this session is a monthly session. Oh, Jesus. Mr. King. Sorry about this, everyone. it's a monthly session, so we're going to have another session next month. Invites will be sent to everybody. Keep an eye open on our digital platforms as well. We are going to be having more exciting conversations around helping you run your business, expanding your business. And thanks everyone for attending today's session, and do have a splendid weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. Cheers.
What is that? Somebody on this end made downloaded network in 8 hours. What number does this like? Okay, maybe 8 hours. Because I'm funny, so no, understand. Somebody made money to in 8 hours. Hey, UFM is all about you.